Good afternoon. My name is Mike Scanlon, City Manager for the City of Osawatomie, Kansas, and this is my weekend update for 12/31/2021, the last day of the year. First, I want to thank all of the citizens and the staff here in City Hall, which I think have made Osawatomie a great holiday season. Given COVID, given all the things that we're facing as both a community, a state, and a nation, I think all of us working together have made a difference in our community. For me, some of that difference happens right here in City Hall. There's a number of people I want to thank for a great 2021. One of them is Dave Ellis, who does code enforcement for the city. And between him and Ed and our landlords, we got the Healthy Home program started. I have a landlord that's going to come in and get all of his properties licensed here in the next 2 days. Additionally, Ellis has been working really hard on cleaning up abandoned vehicles. There's a lot of them in our community, and it takes a lot of effort. So that you can get a sense for what the scope of that problem is, here's some of these have already been cleaned up. I blanked out the names of people, but the addresses are there so that you know that we are paying attention to all parts of our city to make sure that vehicles that have been abandoned, they're not tagged, are picked up, towed away, taken away. Secondly, I want to thank Hannah and Kim in our utility department. This has been an amazingly crazy year for utilities throughout the United States. We had the polar vortex in February, which affected both electricity and water, especially in Middle America. We had questions about how we were going to handle the excess charges from the polar vortex. We had some water issues that we had to deal with in terms of, I think we had one boil order, but then also communicating when we had other problems in terms of, sending out notifications that we had a frozen intake on the Merdazine and that we needed people to conserve the water during that polar vortex. So just a lot of different things all happening in 2021. And they did a marvelous job in working with our customers and making sure they understood what their responsibilities were. And then we tried to be flexible on our end to make sure that we could accommodate people both to temperatures and weather and to whatever requirements were given to us related to COVID. So great work, Kim and Hannah. Dee and Tammy, as you get more federal dollars, you get more federal requirements. As you get more federal requirements, you get more webinars. As you get more webinars, you have to give up more of your time to understand how the monies that we're receiving from the federal government can be spent and what our requirements are in terms of making sure that we spend it appropriately and that we create the audit trail that our auditors will have to follow as part of the Single Audit Act, which we're going to fall under given the amount of money that we've received, given the amount of CDBG money that we received that would be what I would call the normal federal grant activity, but all the ARPA money that we've also received, both through the county, through the state of Kansas, and accounting for that. Many thanks to Brett Glendenning coming on as our Deputy City Manager. He has hit the ground running, and I will tell you within the first 3 months, I think he's already paid for himself for the next 3 or 4 years. I look forward to working with Brett, in the coming months and years, and I think we have a really dynamic team of individuals that can lead this community forward over the next 24, 36, 48 months. And that's really going to be important. I don't want to forget some of our utility workers and the things that they do and the things that they put up with. So I'm going to show you a short video of a major break that we had between our plant and our water tower. And the amount of effort it takes to fix some of these things, I don't think people realize, and the amount of water and pressure that's flowing through some of our pipes at times. So here's a sampling of what our water distribution crew does, and they're assisted by all of our utility crews and public works when we have some of these major breaks. So let's watch this video for a moment. With that, I want to thank everybody that does work for the city of Osawatomie. I'm going to highlight all of our departments over the next month, making sure that we recognize the important work that they do that make a difference every day. So with that, have a happy New Year's, stay safe. It looks like there's snow on the way, so be careful Saturday morning.